Who hasn't heard of the Ten Commandments? Everyone has heard about it, but it's actually a misnomer. There is no such thing as 10 commandments. If you count the number of commandments in that body of what they call 10 commandments, there were actually 14. And we know that in the whole Torah, there's 613 commandments. So where does the notion of 10 commandments come from? The answer is it's not 10 commandments. The Torah itself describes this body as 10 statements. What's the difference between a commandment and a statement? A commandment is something that one imposes on another. You could either accept it or reject it. Of course, we're not supposed to reject God's commandments. We're supposed to abide by them, but we have free choice. When you make a statement, a declaration of fact, you're saying this is the way it is. It can't be any other way. So what does that mean in regard to the 10 commandments or the 10 statements? What it's saying is that these commandments are not just something that you can choose to do or not. This is the way it is. You cannot have any other gods. Not that you shouldn't have any others. You can't. You can't steal. You can't commit murder. You can't commit any of the crimes that listed in the 10 so-called commandments. Why is that? Because the first statement says, Anochi Hashem Elokecha, which usually translates as, I am the Lord your God. But the deeper meaning, as explained in Hasidic literature, is that God is saying to us that from this moment onward, I have become your very vitality, your very strength. Your inner dimension is my will. You know, before the 10 commandments were given, to the 10 statements, I have to correct myself, before they were given, we know that that was the opposite of the reality. The reason why God brought the flood, because Yetzer Lev Ha'adam Ra Min Urav, the heart, the inclination of man, is evil from his youth. That means, essentially, we have evil in us. That's our inner dimension. And the good in us is superimposed on the evil. But at Sinai, that changed. That was reversed. God says, I am now your inner strength. Your essence is now my force, my godly force. And therefore, when the Torah says, don't have any other gods, it's really saying, you can't have any other gods. You can't commit murder, and likewise all the other 8 statements and the total of 14 commandments there. That means that from Sinai onward, God's will became our deeper inner essence, and the evil is superimposed on the good. And therefore, when we have to look at what is our role in life, we have to realize that we identify not by the evil in us, but by the good and the divinity that is deeply embedded within our psyche.